right, really, let's get into it. I mean, player ratings. A very, very poor performance by Manchester United, and you have to look at that. Again, Ruben Amorim's going to be under a lot of pressure. Let's go through the player ratings. Starting off in goal now, but by India. Let's be honest. Now we've had time to kind of dissect the game. Look at, he made a few good saves. There were a few good early crosses and early headers from Brentford, which was straight at him, and there was a few good saves in there. But all in all, I mean, on that third goal, what is Binder doing? I think you look at Manchester United, we bought in Le Mans, why not start him? Why not give him an opportunity? You can't be any worse than what we have with Binder. So listen, today I'll give him a 4. I mean, 3 goals conceded. Yes, he made some good saves, but all in all, it was just quite sloppy from him. Starting off now with the back 3, I'll start off with right wing back Dalot. For me, Dalot gets a 5. Yes, he's been out injured, but he comes into the team with no Ahmad, no Mazraoui, and he just had a very poor performance. There's this one clip that I've just seen. As the ball's gone up, Thiago's flicked it on. Dalot's just lost his man, realistically. And again, that's poor. On the first goal, it's him who passes the ball that gets intercepted and dashed straight away with the score. So it was a very, very sloppy pass from Dalot. And all in all, just a wasn't good performance from him. Yes, he plays a nice ball around the corner to Acuna, who plays it to Mbeumo. But what you need from your wing back, I just don't think Dalot offered it. I think you need intensity, you need quality up and down the pitch. And again, Dalot just didn't have that. You put one cross in to Xerxes that I can remember towards the end of the game. But yeah, it just wasn't a good performance by Dalot again. Right centre back was De Ligt. He started the game there. I think he gets a 5. Again, played the full 90. The reason why he started this game on the right was due to his physicality, but every duel Thiago was winning. Same with Maguire, gets a 5 as well. The reason those two started ahead of Lenny Yoro was due to the physicality and their ability to win aerial duels. Did they win any aerial duels in the first 25 minutes? No, they didn't, and I think that was evident from earlier. I thought Yoro should have started the game. I think when you're seeing Maguire in his own half, trying to be a last man in more than one game, that is a big problem. And I think Maguire again was very poor today, and so was De Ligt, so they both get 5s. Luke Shaw gets a 5 as well on one of the goals. I think it's the second goal. I think you just lose this man in Igor Thiago. There's loads of players here, more than enough players to kind of stop the ball getting to him, but again, it's just very sloppy. I think as a collective 3, this was probably worse than Man City. I think their set piece FC, that every ball they were just kicking it long, trying to win flick-ons, and ultimately they were successful at that, especially as well from throw-ins as well. But I thought the defensive unit was very sloppy. Left wing back was Dorgu. Again, put the cross in that kind of led to the goal. But all in all, his lack of quality and lack of threat going forward, I didn't really see him in the game too much. Again, I think we needed more from our wing backs, and we just didn't get that today. So yeah, I've got to give him a 5. Into midfield, Ugarte, again, another player, gets a 5. Again, he was, I wouldn't say instrumental, but he had a part to play in the goal. He looked alright in terms of getting on the ball, but again, he just took an age on the ball. He was too sloppy in possession. And yeah, he's not the sort of midfielder that we needed. Again, was very poor today. Brentford were just better than us. So I'd give him a 5. Now Bruno, listen, misses another penalty. It's always difficult when your routine does get interrupted. But now that's 2 out of 3 penalties missed. And I think maybe Mbeumo should take the next one. I mean, with him having a good penalty record as well. But I'm sure Bruno will kind of step up and take the next pen, and hopefully he finds that rhythm going. I just don't think Bruno's been himself recently. He hasn't looked good on the pitch. He's looked very sloppy in possession, and you look at his performances today and in other games, he's looked out of his depth, because I just don't think he suits that midfield. Maybe as an 8 in a 3, he probably works, but when he's 2, again, there's a lot of pressure on there, and he just didn't look good today. 10s now in Mbeumo, he gets a 5. Probably wasn't his greatest game. He just looked a bit lost today. He put a few crosses in, which were just not the right crosses, but they were just not the right crosses. Again, gets a penalty, which is a clear red. Don't know how VAR took that long and still didn't give us a red card. I mean, that is very weird, because it was a clear goal scoring of an opportunity, and in which Mbeumo should have done better, but obviously he was being pulled back. Cunha, again, he was alright. I think I'd give him a 5 today, though. I think there were glimpses, but again, was he clinical with them? No. I think there was a pass where he should have played it to Bruno. Maybe he gets a goal. He had a few decent shots as well, which, yeah, listen, they were all right, but they weren't smashing shots. They were kind of half chances. So yeah, I think he got into good positions. I think he was coming too deep sometimes. Now Sesko, I'd give him a 6. Listen, he got his first goal. It was a good goal from him, perseverance, which was good. Hopefully this gives him a bit of confidence now. I mean, other than that, he wasn't really in the game. I didn't really notice him. He won a few flick-ons, but that was really about it. And in terms of the subs, I thought the subs were good. I think Euro should have started. I gave him a 5. Mania, I thought he looked good in the ball, good on possession. So I'd give him a 5 as well. Xerxes gets a 5. And I think Mason Mount got a 5. And I'm trying to think who else came on. I'm pretty sure that was it. I don't know if I'm pretty sure they are the kind of players who came on, but I'll have to have a look. But in terms of Ruben Amorim now, again, where did he go from here? Very, very poor result. Thought we did well against Chelsea, got some momentum, but again, that couldn't be picked up against. Couldn't be kind of picked up and couldn't be kind of used. And yeah, it just wasn't good enough by Manchester United. I think Ruben Amorim, he's got a lot of questions to ask. We know he wasn't good enough. He talked about how we prepared for this game, looking at set pieces, looking at how to deal with them from long throw-ins, but that obviously didn't work. And yeah, all in all was just a very, very, very poor performance by Manchester United. In terms of Amorim, I think he got a lot wrong today. I think not starting Manu, he gave too much respect to... He gave too much respect to Brentford, which he should have never done. Now, I'm not going to pick a man of the match because there isn't one. I thought Sesko getting the goal, but again, he didn't have an all-round good performance. Let me know your thoughts.